Back at it again. January 1836. This time, something with a bit more meat. All right. Let's take a look around. We start off already at war with the Texan Revolt. We'll have to do something about that. But with that in mind, what we're really here for is to economy. So let's take a look around, see what our country is equipped with. Do a tour. We're an oligarchic republic. Cultural exclusion, so by the standards of the time, we're moved in a direction. Appointed bureaucracy, not bad. Professional army. Neutral home affairs. Of which, yeah, National Guard. Pretty useful. We had even more conscripts. We're agrarian, mercantile, running on land tax. But there is support for poll tax. No colonial policies. Oh no, we have exploitation. Alright. At level 1. No police, no schools, no healthcare. No serfdom. Slavery banned. We're only a couple of law shifts away from, like, the ideal array for attracting immigrants. Like, we could easily open things up to the land vote. Set things sliding on from there. Yeah, I think that's step 1 is landed voting. Agrarianism can ride for now. Early on, building up farmland is pretty good returns on investment. Also, yes, Bernie joining just now, so that 20% on the Catholic Church, that's political influence that is primarily aligned with the interests of the Church, which... So, did a little bit of surface reading on Mexico in this time frame, and this is an extremely busy and interesting time for Mexico. The years leading up to the campaign start are basically a revolving door of military coups and internal revolutions of varying levels of success. And the years to follow, well, we can decide that. And part of that was actually that the early Mexican Republic did a lot of stripping the church of power and looting church assets to help fund the new state. It is on display here reasonably well that there's actually a pretty strong radical liberal movement present in early Mexico. Briefly looking at the map, thinking about operational goals. It would feel good to leave all of these folks well enough alone. But really, there's no way that's happening unless I preemptively dive into the US and firmly break their spine several times. And even then, they might still manage to grab a lot of land before going down. That's the primary challenge of a Mexico run. Can you successfully derail the growth of the USA and take their place as continental hegemon? And let's see here. Yes, we have that exactly 10 regular regiments. We do have some conscripts I can activate. May as well lean in with those just to be sure that we lean on Texas with as much weight as we can and get them dealt with early. Declare our official interest in the Great Plains. It is possible to release countries whose land you occupy as independent or puppet governments. Which we actually have trouble. Hey, Maya is a releasable tag. Maya, Pueblo, Yucatan, Grande. Weird that I can invent Deseret. California. Weird that I can invent the Confederacy. Well, not actually. It won't exist yet. I can imagine that the Confederacy will happen. I can't deliberately create New Africa. But so, goals. Build up Mexico, militarize enough to take some stabs at the US and try to cut them off from the plains. And then project economic power over the rest of the continent. Build the old customs union. They have reserves. Which, yeah, I suppose that makes sense for early US that they're primarily running on conscripts. Yeah, just that's militia. That's how it do. They have 15 million people to our 6.9. Nice. So there's a tangible gap here, but not an insurmountable one. If you can get a leg up over the US on a couple of key points, you can start to tip the scales. So, tech. We got most tier 1 industry. Lathe is right there. Most tier 1 military. Probably want to take Napoleonics first. Mobile artillery. Yeah. Society, everything but stock exchange and empiricism and mass communication. We're gonna delay getting schools a bit. We have most of the fundamentals, though. Do the move. So, economy. Step 1, yes, taxes. Step 2. Yes, spending. Most of our GDP is in Mexico itself. Around the big city. Plenty of spare infrastructure. Most of our population is also in the core here, rather than out on the coastlines. I think part of my plan here, several homelands are typing. Yeah, the mountains make it more difficult to build and throttle our infrastructure a bit. But, alright, let's get a resource overview here. Industrial stuff. We have coal on the Pacific coast. We have our gold mines. Iron is everywhere. Iron is abundant. We have some lead. Sulfur in California, and will be sulfur in Texas once we resecure that. Wood is abundant. Wood is abundant. And fish on every coast. Good stuff there. Construction. We have just the one construction yard in the capital. If I were to go by size of workforce, Mexico, Jalisco, here, Yucatan. Got kind of a workflow sorted out in my mind. Where step 1 is rev up as much construction as we can afford. Step 2 is start developing with a focus on reducing the cost of additional construction, knowing that this will also help other parts of economy. So a change up from how I've done that before is I'm going to spread out the construction yards themselves so that I can then more finely control when I throttle up to the next level of materials for building. So, like, these cost about 3,000 each to run. I just threw down 5 of them in my 5 most populous states. That'll get the budget running strong. Then, okay, so inventory of agriculture as well. Beef, corn, wheat, banana, coffee, cotton, dye, sugar, tobacco. Strong backbone for agriculture. So the move would then be to starting in the capital itself, where I'm also focusing development in one state at a time so that I can get that state to urbanize and kind of double dip on production. Focusing on lighter projects, the ones that cost 150 effort. Get logs. Where are cotton plantations available? Up north. All along the plains. So, wood and cotton, more wood. Alright, that's a first reasonable chunk of construction queue sorted out. We don't have silk, so we don't want to make fancy shirts. Could think about hardwood eventually. Got wine. Got beef. I guess also building up the gold mine is probably reasonably important, especially since the caps on these are still... Oh yeah, there's only one rank of gold mine available. That may as well be the first thing that we do post getting the construction sector revved up. So then, Santa Ana. Heave away. No, we're also a bit low on bureaucracy right now. Although, is that a matter of how much, what kind of admin buildings do we have off the top here? They're running simple organization. Definitely concentrate those for throughput. Well, that goes after the gold mine. Universities? We have one small university. Good to see. And our colonial efforts are already underway, by the look of it. Most of them are. Yeah, there's going to be a scramble and then a shootout. Several consecutive shootouts. Let's move. And I won't do any equipment change-ups yet. All right, he's here. Get him. Here and slightly reinforced. And okay, it's line troops all around. Do I have a domestic arms industry? I do not. Well, that'll be something to fix right after this war. And I guess other things, just a quick review of general market conditions. Not bad on staples. A vast abundance of dyes. I should sell my dye. And relying on imported weaponry, which is expensive. Sell my dyes to France, to Russia, to everyone but the US. I'm low on convoys. I'll have to look into my shipping situation as well. Let's see. Ports. We have exactly one port in Veracruz. Well, local shipbuilding is another thing to get set up. First, battle. Where, so another, like, known launch bug is that the math that decides how many dudes are going to pile into a battle when it happens currently, like, greatly throttles your ability to use superior numbers to your advantage. The numbers still give us an advantage. We can keep this up longer than they can. Napoleon of the West, they say. While we are trying to... yeah, we'll keep government wages and military wages neutral. Have enough authority to throw down some consumption taxes. Service tax would be very helpful. As would a cigar tax. Liquor, but not wine. Yeah, we have brought more numbers, and we have more depth to our manpower pool that we can apply. Yeah, they bounce us at first, but we will break through given time. Join in the attack, Juan. I guess as well, let's be sure that our colony office is working at full speed to the best of its ability. Okay, 9 to 5. That's looking nicer. Trading 1-to-1. Even if our morale is low, theirs will fall lower still. again, strongly looking forward to the day when they make decentralized countries have full playable mechanics. Because that, on its own, will probably greatly increase the interesting times to follow. Add a lot more meat to the war for the West. There we go. Now the line moves. Warfare is also economy. Line falls back. What else do I have a lot of kicking around here? I could sell my wine and sugar. Or at least try to. Alright, there's some benefit from running this to Central America. What else does Central America's market have? Their grain is abundant. Let's buy that. And in doing so, end up needing even more bureaucracy, naturally. Okay, for that, I can just start using... We can start keeping files. See how much that gives us just out of the gate. Or a size... Right, actually it's a net gain, because by filling the paperwork, we collect the taxes. Paperwork is a phantom expense. Just like railways. They are the money you must spend to make the other different money. Fair question is right. So some other mechanics that exist here in the early days, in the first month. Firing an officer almost always just causes them to immediately drop dead. And if you're in any kind of dictatorship, you can put your head of state in charge of a military formation. I'm not sure how the two of those would interact. Yeah, now they're routing. We press on. We're bound for that Rio Grande. Throw a little more building onto the pile. Yeah, there we go. We've got them on the run. They're not able to recover their morale. We will pay for every step we take, but we will not stop walking until it's done. Don't have any iron open yet. Getting one iron mine online. Probably wise. After an initial small stretch of wood and cotton. We'll see how things look once I actually have the construction ramped up. Good stuff. And yeah, 3 more yards should be affordable. Interesting that we still have state religion. There is still work left to do to dismantle the influence of the church. And, okay, actually... Yeah, now that we have paperwork, I don't need this new admin building yet. So we can carry on just fine with the mines and the industrial goods. And our costs are going to go down a bit once the army demobilizes. After we complete... What space do they even have left to battle in? Backed right up against the river. Okay, yeah, like there's exactly one provincial chunk left. Victory. Wood is scarce. One way to fix that. Alright, we have the one already active lumber mill. And let's see, to just start thinking about future industrial setups. But we'll let the foundations get ramped up. For the most part. And we have iron and wood here. Our coal is down here. Just kind of follow where the workforce is. Built to the limits of local infrastructure. Texas. Reabsorbed. That's a lot of dirt. That's a lot of corn. So things to build in the capital as we get started here. In absolute terms, what other industries do we already have samples of? Food, textile, furniture, glass. Not much. But like, gun and tool up in the capital. Paper. Over here. We'll see. We'll play it out. And right, so diplomacy. Talks with Britain, talks with New Granada, talks with Central America. How does my existing lumber yard look right now? Reasonably healthy. Would benefit from saws. Doesn't need to be making hardwood. And the work begins. The president is fine to stick with for now. Radicalize the rural folk to try and put through the National Guard. Wouldn't radicalize anyone to go for some tax reform. Could always go for some tax reform. The first parties have formed. Just the army and the church. Those are your choices. And from that conquest, we inherited a couple more barracks for additional regular regiments. Move that iron mine a little ahead in the schedule so I can start enriching our construction layout. Although, right, it's also tools for that, so tool works is also kind of important for that. Settle in and watch the numbers move. Get a little bit of cotton everywhere. Tools are expensive enough that it is not worth it to mine gold. Well, it still is. It's not that big of an output penalty. In fact, that just means that I could be importing tools to try and alleviate that. Till I have my own tool works online. Okay, conservatives claim a vast majority of the vote. They are not opponents of the poll tax, though. So I could bring the church into government and remove the landowners. Or no, the landowners want to become part of the conservative bloc. Well, there it is. Here is the beast that we must disassemble in order to continue moving forward. Using imported wood as necessary. I'm going to focus most of my deliberate research into army tech. Well, there went Santa Ana. Heaved away. Just like that. Well, when opportunities arise. We'll have to see if getting right into the fight this early is worthwhile. Okay, actually, we do somehow manage to pull this off. That will be major gains. That'll be a major setback to the US if we can actually push them back. Activate one conscription center. Hey, Juan, where's the rest of your regulars? Switch one's stance to defensive. Backup can arrive. And we will see how this goes. Where, at very least, yeah, if I pause construction, I do have money. Front selection is weird. These are the mysteries. At times the fronts disjoin. Guess you should go on the attack just to push through and secure Oklahoma. Okay, our guy has arrived. Should be able to hold the center, if not actually push it back. And if we have the US Army distracted here, that would be an opportunity for our allies to actually make their own moves out on the plains. Yeah, if we win the defense of this, they lose almost everything west of the Mississippi in one go. Everything northwest. US Pacific HQ. Marching into Utah. Okay, one battle is joined. And it's looking good. They brought cannons. We lack artillery right now. Or do we? We have regular cannon, but we don't have mobile artillery. Which, alright, workable. May as well call up everything I can. Got a couple more weeks of gold before we have to pause construction. Send you onto the attack. Gross. Let's rein in the queue. So we'll also... Alright, I can save some money by switching you back to wood. So I also have no fleet. All my convoys are susceptible to being torn to shreds. Which isn't happening yet, though, so whatever, we're good. making some advances. Multiple battles are going in our favor. Now we're stalling, though. Likely case of too much land and not enough boots to fill it. Also, battlefield geometry being complicated.
Beep.
Yeah, this dragged on long enough that they were able to rev up their reserves. So, not much to be done about that. Let's see how much autosave I have to work with. A little more. Okay, here the incident had not yet popped off, but we had already declared our allegiance. Well, and the US had already made their demands. What if we mobilize faster? Maybe this time will be different. I don't control where the fronts are. All of this is considered one front. All of this is a front that I don't have access to. This time we'll go around the Cherokee. Oh, this time they even more just slammed directly into the target, though. Yeah, this time they've just moved directly through. Yeah, there's no winning that war. And without an auto save to roll back on. Any earlier than December of 37. How's that? That's when we were already still in it. Alright. So. Fresh start then. Get right to it. Step 1. Mobilize against Texas. Step 2, construction buildup. Actually, concentrate our logging in the state that already has an active logging operation. Get that throughput bonus going. And votes. And paperwork. At least this will go smoothly. Yeah, really should resume the practice of making a full save before important decisions. Yeah, Texas will resolve quickly. At least we have that. Then we can get to work on investments and returns. For the number to go up, first the number must go up. There's no avoiding it. Import Central American grain. Import Central American wood. And cloth. Oh, right, and I can throw down a bunch of consumption taxes to help cover expenses here. Let me rev the machine faster. Though, as well, as far as just raw number boosting potential. Farms are a solid investment right now. Because they're low construction cost and most of them when running at basic tech, have no goods requirements. They just work. Right, the gold mine as well. Well, the gold mine isn't even the most powerful thing in the country right now. Could mine gold, or you could ranch beef. Or you could cut trees. The gold that grows back. Yeah, everything that is currently enveloped by U.S. colonies is probably a write-off. At least for the opening scramble. Always the possibility of being able to get out there and reclaim it afterward. We'll shop ahead of the paper mill. But then also... Yes, because of the construction stimulus, I have made cotton very strong operation. Are any of my agricultural goods that aren't already represented? I have none coffee. So no wheat. No, because all my grain options are up here. Guess we'll have a specimen of wheat farming. Coffee first. Nah, too soon. Stick with wood. Our current logging operations are able to pay reasonably well despite the tool cost involved. Lathe will arrive on its own. Parasitism will arrive on its own eventually. Focus on some military tech. Bullets. Like usual. And tragically, this time we know that this just isn't viable. Maybe I'd like poured all of my starter cash into increasing gun right away. I don't really see a path to it though. Not to meaningfully increasing our fighting capacity. Okay, Toolworks is live. If we can just get that running on iron. Or use its existence. Just directly push for logging camp upgrades. Iron can wait a little bit. Alternating logs and cotton. Here we go. This is a development plan that's going to have some rapid turnaround. As we finish running out the treasury, these are going to kick in and relieve some pressure. Especially with the tool works up now. Even just making tools of wood for wood. We have some feedback going. Stick to just softwood harvesting though. And if we can just slide through the tax reform, then we will have even more leverage by which to economy. Journal entry for building local arms? Yes. I agree. It's just moved up the agenda. 50 weeks from now. And another kind of tool. Okay, I can upgrade the dye works a little bit. And the furniture shops. We have lead mines that I can crack open in order to get better glassworks running. And our sulfur is up north. Most importantly, this run has featured more Santa Ana. at least have that on the roster. Liberate subject might be among the first of our war goals here for versus the U.S. when it is time to go after them. Or transfer subject. Probably liberate. Try to let exactly one good thing happen along our border, if it's reasonable, if we can afford it. Okay, iron mine is open. Make iron tools. Run exactly one iron construction yard. And nearly hit a budget surplus as a result. Good stuff. Barracks contribute a tiny bit to urbanization. Nice. Should also be steadily continuing to build up my armed forces as we go. Learn to curve the bullet. Put a twist in the gun. Open up the construction throttle a bit more. Iron mine healthy and strong. Yeah, here they go again. That matchup just isn't going to work. Although, wait, this time... We do have direct contact with them. This time could be different. We have the tax reform. The number is stable, which is a good position for fighting. This time we take a stance. The New York-Utah front, the other New York-Utah front. Or the Oklahoma front. Success. We're here, the smaller logging camp. You folks make some hardwood. Okay, they have successfully barged into us. That's not looking great. Substance. And no, we are also losing in the mountains. Also, while we're getting set up here, let my regulars pretend they have better artillery. Oh, hold on, that's not my full save, that was an auto. Yvonne back out of that situation. There's no stopping them yet. Chicken and egg problem of iron and tools. Can pressure it from the iron side first. And I guess also relieve that pressure by going back to all wooden construction. So as not to strangle the tool mill. Oh wait, hold on. You, softwood. You're the one I'm building up. Where's the other lumber mill? Here somewhere. You, tiny lumber mill. You make hardwood. And for reference, on the recording, there's been an interruption of connection. And it's back. A brief window of VOD-only content. As will happen. I'm gonna move the paper mill up our priorities here by a couple of steps. Crucial months, high stakes building as we try to get the engine started. Our fabric production is caught up nicely. Fabric is still running hot as our strongest available plantation. Local paper supply. Should ideally help unjam my admin buildings. At least tax reform is here. I killed my trade routes as much as possible. That would help with some things. Just buy American paper in the hope of using it against them. Right, if I have some of my admin buildings stop keeping files, that lets the rest of them reactivate. There we go. Until I fix the paper shortfall. Which is quite severe. Get an admin building into the mix. So I guess check on... No, we don't have sulfur paper yet. Ride that gold rush. Alright, so with this setup, National Guard is doable. Religious schools and healthcare. It would let the church get its hooks in deeper, but it would provide a service on the way. And then to get set up for munitions, need a chemical plant. Which, right, I don't have yet due to lack of intense agriculture. Yeah, so in that case, diversion into industry tech. So, current shortages have backed my way into iron tools, cannons. Leadworks can stay out of it for now. And our admin is also working properly again. Miserable. Alright, it's probably too soon to actually switch to iron frames. Let's instead get construction throughput out of going wider. While we're at it, just think about getting local shipyard up and running. Go from none ports to any ports. Okay, so now the tech is there. For steel work to matter. Steel and for sulfur. And for lead. Alright, so here's our own, or no. Once again, America gets the flashpoint and we get nothing. At least the number is climbing. Or GDP of a quarter of the opposition. Oh, I don't have any coal open yet, do I? Yeah, I gotta crack that open. Alright, at least we have a healthy gun supply. That can get even healthier. Which... Okay, after an upgrade, we'll be able to stop relying on imported weapons. Okay, at first this will be a bad idea. But... I just import a bit of coal while we get started. Just need a couple of weeks to get the reactor started. And that has reduced the cost of iron. Now, it's more economical to start changing over our construction style. get basic schools, get basic hospitals, have any services to provide for our people. We have competitive, almost competitive migration attraction. Experimental tax cuts. See if quality of life can improve. Unlikely. Well, okay, if I'm going to start trimming any taxes, it should be the consumption taxes. Those directly impact people's well-being. At least the tool mill is thriving. One shipyard should be able to kill our need for imported boats. Pretty nicely. Yes. I think that lets me circle back to thinking about ammunition. Wood remains right up there as strongest return on investment. Get the lumber. get lumber while all the while thinking about getting iron. Push the machine from every angle. Probably also get pretty decent return on investment by just building up a bunch of grain farms in my larger states. Set up logging out here. Oh, right. That as well. Let's get fertilizer online. Strengthen grain. Take that 20 prestige. That is desperately needed. Veracruz has a lot of potential for rapid development. Go for a wide portfolio. Current stretch of the bill queue is for industrial feedback. Gotta hold off on consuming more iron until we have more iron to throw around. Would get another wood construction site up. Still building wood in Veracruz? Yes. In fact, we can run another. And now start to trim consumption taxes. Since if people can afford to buy more of these things, they will, and that wealth will be partially recaptured in the businesses. Creating those gains. Okay, good to see Boatyard's doing fine. Boatyard could make a lot of money also selling warships. So this is the waveform that the border has collapsed into for now. Terrible. Yet unavoidable. Okay, that's them going north. Weird that Britain isn't allowed to have a stake in this one. And once we learn how to apply explosives, we can start creating them for ourselves, using material within our own grid. Have potential for gun and butter. Lead mine exists, so lead glass should be doable. Wood futures. Wood drives this economy. This and all other economies. So, laws. Stand to protect right of assembly. Multiculturalism is not yet available. Okay, I can bring in the liberals and still have my legitimacy. Nicely capped. So... that I could move off agrarianism. Propertied women is pretty viable. Remove migration controls. Open the valve. See what flows in. The ammo plant requires the explosives, yes, so we have a reason to do this. So that we can do this. So that we can do, well, in a moment we'll be able to switch up to skirmish infantry. Save money by having no cannon on the conscripts. They will be pure infantry. Make even nicer glass. Oh yeah, since I have steel, I can also switch up to more productive gun house. Turn on the street lamps. Install the windows. Take notes on paper. Stimulate demand for the industries. So, need another rank of coal mine there. Get the main logging camp up to full speed. We're now at... Well, now they're just directly threatening me. When did that start? So they're 38 million. Alright, what do you want? Russia's on our side. the big one. So... Return Texas. And preserved from previous Victoria experiences, the idea of taking territory back from the US is going to be a long, tedious, exhaustive process. Is there anything I can rip out of you? Yes. Yes. Wait, what's their definition of Louisiana here? Like, just the state or the whole purchase? That would probably be the one biggest hit I could do to them, though. Then try to go for the other liberations in future border skirmishes. We'll see what can be done. I've done very little to increase the size of my standing army, whereas the US has. Dubious. And what's my weapons market situation? Abundance of cannon, presence of any bullets, which, okay, they're being exported for now. Could use more small gun. Backing down during the maneuvers would mean that we would only lose Arizona. For now. What is even in Arizona? One cotton farm. However, it's my cotton farm. Also, Russia has joined in. All right. Russia is on side. Britain has backed the US. Great. Well. Then one of my small generals to go occupy Belize, I guess. Huh. Central America fragmented into its component parts. There they are. So Russia, there's no way they're actually going to show up and operate on the land front, so this is doomed, again. Well, devastation to follow. Have the army put up the fight, because what else are they going to do? Okay, and occupying Belize just went very smoothly. Done in one. Huh. They actually showed up. Hello, Mikhail. Did you, like, actually bring troops? Yes. Well then. That changes everything. Guess they walked? Or just, you know, scooted over? Quick little sea lift from Alaska to California? Well, it's not as hopeless as it seemed. Unless that line is also packed with freshly arrived British troops. Nope, that's all just Yankees. America just gets to do that. Some British forces have arrived. So, it is the job of my guys to desperately hold ground, and if the Russians want to launch an attack, good for them. What else do they have on their demand list? No, they're starting a separate fight. Remove the Iron Confederacy. Which, Britain, why are you supporting them in doing this? Britain, please, someday learn to draw the straight line across the map. Anyway, our war. Where they're going for, yeah, just the whole slice. make enough of them die, they'll have to give up. Who knows, maybe we'll pull it off somehow. Our budget is stable, at least. We can afford to stand here and slowly lose ground all day. Do we have any good shortages? Not currently. Bit of a squeeze on grain, though. No, isn't that always the case? Wood futures remain pretty strong, even after the last big wood buildup. Okay, the Russians are launching attacks. And we are mounting some successful defenses. This might not be as bad as it could be, New York-Utah front, where we have won the majority of individual battles, whereas over here, Britain has been on the move. What do fights over here look like? A lot of heavy British firepower. As long as we fight economically. Maybe we can exhaust them. I wonder if there's anywhere to see other countries' debts. Currently no debt. Put out a small blanket of recruitment centers. Interweave them with other projects, though, to try and let the economy grow even in the midst of war. if we make them spend 10 times as much as we do. Then all the better. Three more infrastructure left in the capital. Turn that into corn. What does the war look like on any other fronts? Doesn't seem to be anything happening overseas. No, my convoys are devastated. I have no fleet to defend them with. Things for later. And okay, so if I switched up to skirmish infantry, bullet prices would skyrocket, but that also induces demand at the bullet factory. So let's go, make our regulars the best they can be. Bullet factory is only running at a fraction of capacity. Likewise, the lead mine probably isn't running very hot right now. Wherever it is. Yes, you... Oh no, lead mine's full up. Right, because of glass. Need more lead mine. Yeah, I know changing gear mid-war is a sizable penalty to my troops. My troops are also only a small fraction of this front. They should have time to recover. What weak front? Okay, just the front. The one that we have. Wait, why did it split again? Why is there another sub-front? The usual shenanigans. Oh well. Oh, because they created a tiny pocket over here. Around no one. Okay. So, that's harmless, actually. We have the advantage on the right. And for whatever reason, they've thrown the bulk of their troops against the mountains instead of the wide open fields. Good luck, Russia. Do what you can with what you got. So let's see, other states to give. Oh, there's my existing lead mine. Good to find it, I guess. Low on paper. Increase paper mill. Grain prices are still running hot. Very nice little building weave. Dye is currently quite abundant within my own market. Don't really have anywhere to export it to. I was not expecting Russia to turn out. To just show up so intensely to this fight. They create more pockets that don't have any troops in them. Seems like we're still fine. We have not been encircled yet. Britain is winning all the individual skirmishes here, but the line is holding. The costs are mounting for the US. Maybe we can make them default. Still no debt. Let's hold off on building more troops, actually. focus on building things that pay us back. Throw down victory taxes on fruit. Yeah, the problem with war exhaustion is we are taking more of it than they are, since the fighting is happening on our side of the border. Still working off their equipment adjustment. So, what quality of troops are on the other side here? Also skirmish infantry with mobile cannon, so we have upgraded to parity with the enemy. Does seem like we're pretty firmly on course for a haircut. Guess we'll make the most of it. At least we occupied Belize. Or... yeah. Every American attack into the mountains has failed. But for each American attack into the mountains, there has been a Russian counterattack that has also failed. Well, okay, if we're about to lose that one, though, not the worst it could be. And crash. Delightful. Load that back up from an autosave. May as well let that war rattle on. See if it resolves. Take the opportunity to hydrate. Default state of the world is to spin wildly around the pole. Anyway. Battlefields. We have a numerical advantage over here that you would hope could somehow translate into the ability to break the line. Yet here we stand. Gun shortages. Brought on by gun material shortages, brought on by... Hey, why is your infrastructure down? You had enough a while ago. You hate to see it. Guns from hardwood shortage. Don't have another small logging camp. Switch over. That should cover that. Guns are healthy again. Seems like these are mostly line infantry. Though, some of them at least have cannon. Mobile cannon, even. Quality of troops of the US bringing out to this. And their repeated attempts to charge uphill. They have brought... Also skirmish with mobile cannon. They have very up-to-date military equipment. And they are burning millions. They have 4 times the economy, but spend 10 times as much on war, so surely something has to give. Is their war exhaustion accelerating, at least? Because they're also taking a lot more casualties. Not that much more. Prices are being paid. Thousands dead. Thousands dead. The population gap has also been closing. A little bit. They're up 10 million people on us. Just keep investing in the background. Gun shortage again. Or no, what are the barracks short of? No, yeah, small arms, cannon. Is there anyone I could safely import from? Not safe at all. The lack of rail. It hurts. Install a backup gun factory in Yucatan. Or, no, not tools. Arms. It's 2 more infrastructure spent there. Or infrastructure. Coffee output we've overbuilt on. Grain is pretty reliable though. Shipyards are keeping up nicely. Also, yeah, because this is coastal territory, I can build more infrastructure. Even without railways, I will still have ports. The things we have here. The university and the lumber mill. The university of the lumber mill. Coal mines running hot. Open up any more coal, or is all of my coal concentrated down here? It's all down here. Would have to build a port first. Then we could coax a bit more coal out of the ground. I wanted to shift these guys over to the open field. Well, now Russia has bowed out. No consequences for them. Great. They didn't even have any pressure on you. Oh, you got attacked by Prussia. Alright, that at least is understandable. Anyway, we're doomed now. The problems, the limiters on being outnumbered will work in our favor now. That's the only saving grace here. Well, as long as the fighting all happens on this side of the Rio Grande, at least they're the ones who have to suffer the consequences. Still, though. Yeah, Britain gets to just smash through us in Texas. Change places. This really should be a bit of a hard sell to the general public over on their side. And yet Upton McCallum is not terribly unliked. Also, that war has been left entirely idle since it sparked. Okay, another crash just from looking around. Alright, that one broke the flow of the evening. Definitely going to continue to indulge in more of this on the side, but stream purposes, gonna let this cool on the windowsill. Let them get, like, bug fix patch 1 out the door, whenever that will happen. Here at, the game is 1 week old. He is baby. Has very strong bones, but they're still baby bones.